Hey guys, welcome back to Kirby's Dream Land 3. In this part, we'll be helping out little Donbei, a cute little ruffian boy from a very obscure Famicom game called what was it called again?
Donbei's Dom Adventure.
Okay, here we go. He's from a game called Shin Onigashima.
He's from a game called Not Kirby.
Which
Exactly.
translates
All that
to
matters.
Dom. Yeah. Oh gosh, spiders.
Ugh, spiders!
Fucking spiders!
Those they look. It's those kind of spiders that are like Mimi from Super Paper Mario. Then oh no.
Oh, Christ.
Oh god.
So, I'm not
Icky
gonna
knows
lie,
what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. So, not gonna lie,
Oh,
this
no,
stage
they're
right
running
here
away! Well, see ya.
Don't mind us, Kirby. We'll accept our fate.
Go pitch.
Into the
I'll
antlion
just
pit
pitch.
with you.
Yay, for ice shavers.
So, what do we do in this level?
Yeah.
In this level, we gotta find little Donbei, who's trapped in this really elaborate labyrinth underneath the sand canyon.
Spiders!
A
Ah!
lot of them.
The sand.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
goddamn too many spiders.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. In this case, I probably could have used Nago. But his ability with the ice, well, very visually appealing looking, leaves you very exposed. It leaves you completely exposed.
What's
Like,
his ability do again?
Basically, he's like a little flotation device where he's literally he uses Kirby as a makeshift floating. Oh, I love this ability right
And
here.
look, it's the
Oh, yeah,
Odyssey, but it's
He
just going
uses
crazy.
Kirby as a jetpack.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Progression
Nothing.
is
Get out of here,
this
Gordo.
way.
I mean, Bronto Bird.
I
Sorry.
love how and I love how you just stay in midair so long as you keep using it.
Oh. And
I
Kirby's
know.
and Kirby's holding on like, please stop.
Nom 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 nom. The bird's just out and just lusting for seeds.
He's hungry.
He's out for blood.
Okay, so for this pit right here, there is a certain pattern you have to follow in order to find Donbei.
Okay, so what is so is there an actual way to learn, or is it literally just trial and error?
It's trial and error.
Hmm.
So basically, take the path I'm taking, and you'll find relatively easily.
They don't
Okay.
give you a single hint towards it.
No, they don't. The most you get is like the pathway you do take will end fairly early if you guess wrong.
If you screw up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, a little consolation star.
There's that.
I guess the hint is go for the one that has the fish.
Maybe? I mean, I can't think of any other reason why, any other sort of clue. But, of course, when we find the right path, we now have to find a broom.
What?
Yeah, a broom.
I mean, how else are you gonna be able to earn your clean ability? I mean, granted, I don't know, maybe it would have been more fun to fight a witch as opposed to a freaking living broom, but yeah, this will have to do.
I mean, they could have styled it after the brooms from Fantasia.
That's true. And there's Donbei.
Oh, hi, 8-bit sprite friend.
You totally don't look out of place. Let me clean you up a bit.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Why are they all 8-bit? Is it to preserve the style of the original game?
I'm willing to bet that's what it is. Because I think those sprites were literally ripped straight from the actual game itself. Which,
Makes sense.
fun fact, apparently Shin Onigashima was a two-parter. So I think I should give it a shot, though I'd have to find a good enough English translation in order to play it.
Peck.
I think it's supposed to be like a one of those really rare point-and-click adventure games. Or something along the lines, I don't know.
I don't know why, the imagery of Pitch just moving horizontally just cracks me up.
Yeah, he's after them num-nums.
And he will stop at nothing. Literally, nothing. He's
Just
not even
imagine
flapping
if-
his wings, he's just moving horizontal.
Just imagine if he just suddenly got out of control and not even Kirby could control him.
And now we have Fireball!
Yeah, Pitch is just a very unpredictable load of fun, even though I will admit he's not my favorite of the animal buddies.
Nah, he's too small.
He's too small, and I honestly find him the most situational out of all the animal buddies.
Yeah.
That along with, Choo Choo.
Oh. Now we
I
can
do
dive
like this.
bomb
I do like
enemies.
this though.
Oh, Oh boy.
Not quite as funny as when you do with Kind in Dreamland 2, but close enough. I'm so super powerful, yet the sand is slowing me down. But at the very least, we're at the end. And I hate how Sun Ninja just ends like that. But yay, the two have reunited, and they can go back and once again they can go back into the realms of obscurity.
You two
Goodbye.
still totally look nowhere out of place.
Farewell.
From the world of tomorrow.
You guys have fun in your game while we remix your song for Smash Brothers Brawl.
I'm gonna get a drink.
All right, so now that we're done with that, now we've got Newpun. She is Choo Choo's friend, and well,
Aww.
she would love nothing more than to see her best buddy in the whole wide world
Okay, so you gotta get Choo Choo.
Oh, there's Sand Canyon again.
happy reunion and play with their dolly. So yeah, we gotta get Choo Choo.
Oh, those things are strong. I'm gonna get my own drink. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
So, why are there Waddle Dee ghosts?
Because this game had a really weird sense of direction with its art style, and among the things that they did, they just outright made freaking Waddle Dee ghosts.
You're not an octopus, you're a hamster.
Yeah. I wonder what I want with a hamster. Well, unfortunately, this is, I guess in all fairness, this is the only animal buddy we've come across so far. Maybe we'll find Choo Choo sooner or later. And with that, the Waddle Dee ghosts do not have a home no more. Well, okay, I lied.
Might as well take that one for the road.
Yeah. So, all things considered, this level right here, not too shabby, though I will admit, like, once you start getting Choo Choo and you need to use her to progress through the level, it's a tad awkward.
Yay!
Those ticks are devious little bastards in Kirby 64.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And can I just, I think, I forgot to bring this up in the first part, but I feel bad for Kirby whenever, Rick uses the spike ability, because it looks like Kirby's not enjoying it.
Well, no, I mean...
Wait, I didn't notice that. Let me see if I can... Never mind.
Yeah, I don't think I can
let you float.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's basically for show.
Oh. Ow.
Well, at least I got this.
Ooh, we could become an icebreaker machine.
More or less, yeah.
Watch out for the Cocoa Pebble.
I think we ended up just becoming a freaking curling iron or whatever they call it in the game.
Oh, I love the curling iron ability.
Oh yeah, especially when they brought it back in full force for Star Allies.
Yeah.
Still funny out of all things that you could literally turn Gooey into one.
Yeah. This is a very eventful adventure, I gotta say. Avoiding slow-moving Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah, a riveting adventure
Tunnel.
dealing with auto-scrolling.
In a Kirby game.
There's Choo Choo. The
Choo-choo
love of my
friend.
life. I need you. Come with me.
Oh.
Sorry, Rick.
Choo-choo.
All's fair in war and love.
So why we need the hamster again?
I love how Rick was just like...
Yeah, every animal buddy's like that. You just once you latch onto an animal buddy, the rest are just full of depression.
Also, that's another adorable ability combination. Oh,
Motherfucker.
don't. And Choo Choo is nonplussed. Like, just zoom in on that face for a brief second.
Well, now this is a mild inconvenience. So yeah, thankfully, just because that was the last door I came through, I was able to spawn there, so didn't have to worry about losing too much progress.
And now we got Fire Balloon Choo Choo. This is a very silly one.
It's a very silly one, and if you don't know the full extent of it, it's actually pretty fucking pathetic.
Uh-oh.
How?
Like so.
You could hit enemies from above.
Or not. I just say screw it. But no, like with the fire ability, you could literally, if you hold down the attack button while holding down the jump button, then Kirby literally inflates Choo Choo like a hot air balloon.
Oh.
And you get to float up, and whatever enemy is above you gets hurt.
Yeah. It's cute.
In essence, it is useful for traveling up. You know, in case there's a vertical stage.
Yeah,
like this.
though you also have the broom ability for that.
Yeah. But broom is more useful for going left and right.
Yeah, you got a point there. You definitely have a point.
Also, here we have the glorious return of Kabu.
Oh yeah, Ooh. They look really... I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe we look a wee bit too detailed in this game.
Yeah, like, Oh,
It kind of makes them look rugged.
this is another fun ability.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
The
Oh yeah, and I'll
circular
never forget the
sword.
giant kaboos. That may or may not have been the inspiration behind the actual fucking god in the anime.
So why do the Dekaboos bark at you in this game?
Because they don't like you.
They go bork bork.
That's their battle cry. They just go bork, bork, and just unleash their children from their hatchets.
Also, this is another good use of the animal buddies, having you two actually climb the ceiling.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Choo-Choo's the only one that can do that, and it's to make up for the fact that her jumping ability sucks.
Well, I mean, she's an octopus, she's not a balloon. Kirby.
Yeah, I know.
At least half the time.
You think Kirby would have at least done something about that, but nope. He's just happy to let Choo-Choo do all the work. Oh yeah, and this one element is kind of funny. Just Choo-Choo literally just lobbing out all the ice from Kirby's gullet.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Basically, any ability
yeah.
that you can use with Choo except for the laser is adorable.
Oh yeah, it's
the laser is
adorable.
just... Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, if the laser was a little more bigger, then maybe
If
it
it
would
can
have been more
reflect
useful.
off of walls and curved surfaces, then maybe?
But again, much like Pitch, I do think a majority of her abilities are pretty damn situational. And look at that, happy reunion.
The friendos!
Now it's time to gawk about our animes.
Catch that last week's episode of Cardcaptor Sakura?
Oh, you bet, girlfriend.
Yeah.
And now we have probably the most unconventional stage in the game.
Rob.
Really?
Yep, they brought Rob for Dreamland 3, and
Robotic operated buddy.
yep, and he hosts probably one of the more controversial missions in the entire game. Also one of the most, easily one of the longest.
Controversial? How?
It's one of the more notorious missions in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly bad on your first time, but afterwards, I mean, it's not that hard to memorize, but just, it's a long one. Basically what you have to do is that you're going to be going inside this, I assume, inverted pyramid, pretty much another set piece they totally didn't bring back in Kirby's 64, where you literally have to find...
I kind of get the feeling that this pyramid was supposed to be like a base of operation for dark matter, just because of how unnatural it feels,
Maybe.
and how it really doesn't fit in with this desert setting in particular.
It doesn't, but with that said, your whole mission here is to find 5 of Rob's body parts, because, I don't know, apparently Dr. Hector, his creator, sent him here for investigation, and through some mysterious happenstance, he literally got himself fucking split up. He got himself shredded into 5 pieces.
I get the feeling it's dark matter.
Or just, yeah, he got dismantled. He probably got dismantled by dark matter, for all I know.
By the way, pro tip, do not go to the right side, or else you'll end the stage immediately.
Yes. Also, for this mission, they give you access to all of your animal buddies, but you only need 2 of them.
And
for
your
this mission.
abilities.
And the abilities, of course. But as far as animal buddies go, you never have to use the animal buddies on the right. Just stick to the ones on the left.
In case you get tired, they give you a few pep brews.
Yes. And, for this mission, you're gonna need, Kine and Ku.
I'm honestly surprised that the stage wasn't saved till later in the game.
I know, this feels like something that should have been, like, near the end.
Yeah. Instead of, like, the boss rush we get in Iceberg.
It's weird, but, well, I can settle on the... Oh, I got my lightning back. Thank goodness, that's still there.
And I'm back.
Well,
That's a very
Finally,
convenient
great.
system, actually. If you end up eating an enemy alongside your dropped ability,
What kind
you get
of
your dropped
water
ability
is
first.
this? That's
This
good.
ain't water, Logan. It's, the insides of a psychotic, or hypnotic pyramid.
I get the feeling it's just
so
anti-gravity.
they brought back the pyramid. So they brought back the pyramid from 64.
Mhm.
Whatever. This is the pyramid.
This is pretty much the inspiration behind the pyramid in the Kirby 64.
Mhm.
And I know since you weren't with us when we brought it up, this is Rob's mission.
Oh, we're helping Rob.
Yep,
Mhm.
the robotic operating buddy.
See, there's his base.
We were getting him his. But was this one of the official like accessories to Rob the UFO?
It's
It's
part of
not a
the body,
UFO,
yeah.
it's his base.
Yeah, that's his base.
Oh, his head is missing. Got it.
Yeah, all of his parts are missing. You literally have to find 5 pieces all across this pyramid in order to beat the mission.
Jeez.
Also, memorize the layout of that floor.
2, 3.
You can only drop through the blue ones.
Yeah, you can only drop down the blue ones. The red ones are impassable.
And keep in mind, this is an auto-scroller.
His
Rob's
head!
Yay!
There we go.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
It's time to construct the prime min. Oh, geez, hurry. It's time
Hurry,
to-
or
Oh
else the
gosh.
stream
Damn
will
it,
eat
Kine,
us.
you're too
Ow.
fat!
Damn it, Kine.
Ugh.
He betrayed us.
Well, do we still keep the head?
Yeah, we still keep the head.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, Kun.
You don't lose any body parts when you lose a
Bye,
life.
Kine. Oh gosh, I just accidentally said a really bad thing.
What'd you say?
I accidentally combined Ku and Kine's word together to create
What?
Coon, which is not a word you should say. Do not.
Oh.
What about raccoon?
What's wrong with that?
It's a slur.
Oh, it's a
In
Japanese
some
slur.
connotation.
Okay.
Not a
No,
Japanese
it's
slur.
not a Japanese slur.
It's
In
a
some-
slur.
In
For
certain
instance, South Park.
Oh, the coon. Gotcha.
That thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, again, South Park does it, it's somewhat funny for some reason. But not when I try and say it out accidentally. Anywho, sir.
It's just the name of a character, Big Wolf. But anyway,
It's not the name of it. I'll tell you after.
I haven't watched South Park in years, so I don't care.
I'm not an active watcher of it, so...
I genuinely still think it is one of the better, like, satires of the modern era. Like, because the way they write is so good at, like, remaining topical, and they do such a fun job of, like, pointing out...
before I forget, for this set piece, you don't have to worry about, which, door you have to go through, so long as it's not through the blocks you can break with anything.
Okay.
If you go through any of the power-up specific ones, then you'll be able to get the next Rob piece just fine.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing they give you the ability right then and there, so...
Oh
Yeah. Don't have to do any
This one-
weird 64 crap.
Oh yeah, this one's not the least bit hard. It's just that you wouldn't.
Which
if you
kind of
don't know your
confuses me. It's like, why even give you the option?
Right.
I see how Kirby doesn't enjoy it. He's like, oh!
I feel it.
Okay.
Oh,
See
there.
you,
I was
Rick.
about to say, wait, did you just break those normally? No, you just got it. I see.
Awful. And with that, we're still not done.
Remember, you don't need the animal print for this one in particular.
You don't. I just decided to use Rick because you know what? He's the only other member of the original trio that I wouldn't have bothered to use anyway. So may as well give him some representation.
And here we get Rob's torso. Or
Easy.
shoulders, at least.
Goody.
His,
What would you call
yeah,
it?
his
Shoulder
shoulder,
blade?
chest, whatever.
Chassis?
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 Oh, right, now I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying now.
You snide devil.
What? What is that?
I have no
So I'm
clue,
trying to-
actually. Anyway,
I'm trying to remember. I think I'm missing two more Rob
Do you have his
pieces,
hands?
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, both of it. Yeah, his hands are all that's missing.
okay.
And his
he could
face.
totally be in Smash Brothers without them.
No, you're also missing a spine. Oh, wait.
You're also missing...
You don't need to collect the spine.
You don't need
You're also
to-
missing
okay.
his really cool cloak as the Prime Minister.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah, the ancient minister. I forgot about that.
Ancient Minister, that's it.
I mean, assuming Smash 5 is a thing, I'd be perfectly fine if they decide to bring back an adventure mode, but don't even bother with the plot. 'cause it's
Please
so
bring
stupid.
back the adventure mode and the plot. Thank you.
I'll take cutscenes, but I'd rather not. I'd rather just be stupid fun.
I really don't... I mean, I really hope if they do bring it back, like, because that was one of the coolest things. Like, that was the earliest thing I had. That was the earliest thing I had to Avengers. In terms of the Smash Brothers, like the Subspace Emissary. That was the closest thing I had to
Avengers.
Avengers back then.
I'm just
You know,
gonna
you'll
say
call
that
your favorite characters coming together.
I just think the way they did it in Melee, I mean, barring the fact that it was more fighting than adventure, I thought the way Melee did it was perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, I agree. I hope they bring that back.
It didn't try too hard to make up a plot. It just lets you go through the motions and leave it at that.
It wasn't intrusive, is what you're trying to say.
Exactly. It wasn't
Also-
intrusive.
Also, never forget how terrifying freaking Giga Bowser was the first time we saw him.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
You should have seen my 9-year-old self when I saw that thing for the first time.
Really? You should have seen my reaction when I first encountered the Re-Dead.
Oh dear God!
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Nintendo definitely has its fair share of nightmare fuel.
Stupid Re-Deads.
You without a doubt.
I mean,
yes.
hell, even today, I still find stuff. I still find freaking the boss fight with Andros in Star Fox 64. Like once you actually, well,
When he's reduced
take
to a
care
giant
of
brain and eyes.
either that or the mechanical exoskeleton he has, like in the bad route.
Real,
the Mega
okay,
Andros?
That shit's still terrifying.
real talk, one of the scariest things for me as a kid was that one episode of Wallace and Gromit when the dog becomes a robot dog all along and they never knew.
Forgot about
Which
that,
one
to
was
be
that?
perfectly honest.
It was a special where like there was like a bunch of sheep or there was like a store next door. And
I
that
know
was
the
like
one.
The third one, wasn't it?
maybe. And the idea was that
Yeah, close
like,
shave,
there was
close
this-
shave.
Yeah, and there was this really mean bulldog who ran the place, and then turns out it's a really weird robot who gets its skin pulled off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I have not seen the Walls and Gromit shorts in a long time. I think I'm overdue for a watch.
Same
They
here.
are cla-
Walls
they
and
are
Gromit is
classic.
classic.
They are classic, and I will say, I don't know about Icky, but I still think Were Rabbit is one of the best. Like,
I
stop
actually
motion
never
movies.
saw Were Rabbit yet.
I saw.
I-
Were
Oh,
Rabbit.
yeah, no,
I
no,
thought
no,
it was
that's a
one
lie,
of
that's a lie. I have seen Were Rabbit once.
I think it's good.
Uh-oh.
I think it's fun and captures a good like. I think it does capture a lot of the spirit of the original stuff.
Well, I mean, it's hard not to capture the spirit of Wallace and Gromit as long as you remember Wallace is a dope. Gromit
He
is
is.
always silent,
He's
but
still.
always pretty cool.
Which he is still.
Mm-hmm.
all things considered, like yeah, my uncle and I did see that in the theaters ages ago, and I had my fun with it.
You guys ever seen Flushed Away?
I have,
not.
and
though.
it's.
I know it's from the
I
same
haven't.
people.
It's. Well, yeah, it's interesting. Isn't it like? It's not like Chicken Run. Well, was Chicken Run
It's
stop
not
motion
Chicken
or
Run.
animated?
What?
Chicken Run was stop motion.
Oh,
Flush
what
Away
is
was
Fleshway
that?
was
just
not.
animated.
Fleshway was animated. I know that.
Just for a quick section, what were those face thingies? They were
It's
face
odd to me.
thingies.
For all you remember our whole lore that this pyramid was apparently a
escaped.
base for dark matter. So,
We've escaped.
oh, thank God.
Maybe this is where Gooey came from.
Maybe? But you know the Kirby series is never going to fully answer that, so let's just go ahead and fly on over to victory.
Stupid Shotsos.
Once we put them all back together, we'll be sure to have them prepped and ready for Smash 5.
Or Juggernaut. Or Stack Up.
You better come back, by the way.
No,
I'm
we
sure
aren't.
he'll be back. I mean, considering him and Game & Watch are essentially legacy characters now. And Dr. Hector gives us a heart star for our troubles.
And
Thank
there
you, Doctor.
goes the most tedious mission in the game.
Yeah. It's all free swimming from here, save for the other guessing games. Nah. Anywho, let's just go ahead and go to our boss already. It's Pawn and Con!
So this is where they started off.
Mm-hmm.
This was their game of origin before they...
What
oh.
What?
It's the chase fight.
Seriously?
It's fitting! It's
They're
completely
going
fitting.
nuts! Which yes, Star Allies does bring back this.
Remember, all they do is run left and right. That's all they do.
Sorry.
It's going everywhere!
This is all just stupid fun on my part.
Admittedly, I kind of like the Star Allies fight better than this.
I do think Star Allies did a better job with the fight. It's not just a whole bunch of Pawn and Con just running around like morons with their
Right, they do attacks.
children
and
slash
yeah, it's they
clones.
actually
Yeah,
do
but screw
attacks,
the
and it's not
recolors,
just
though.
la 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 and la 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 again.
Yeah.
Screw the recolors, though. That's just lame.
Where is he?
But yeah, these are just like these have to be like the most random characters I've ever seen in the Kirby franchise. And it's like, I do remember they were in the anime for a brief bit, and
Were they?
They had his cameo in Rainbow Curse, but otherwise they rarely, House rarely if ever uses these guys.
Well, I mean, I wonder why.
Oh!
Perfectly timed.
Yeah, that
There he
was
goes.
perfect.
Well, there he goes.
And unfortunately, our next week's episode of the Pawn and Con show has been canceled.
That's right, you said I was like there was gonna be like some traditional Japanese comedy duo.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Suboke and, what is it called? Suboke.
Well, he does research.
And with that, now that the comedy duo is forever put on ice, we're gonna head over to
Bokeh
the
and
Cloudy
Tsukomi.
Park.
Okay.
Wait, what's it called?
Maybe Steve will be here.
Boke and
Hopefully.
Tsukomi.
We hope so.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Steve wasn't there all this time. I don't know, maybe he got clumped in the head and got sent to heaven. Well, we'll find out for sure next part.
Okay,
Bye.
guys.
Bye, bye.